Yes! Come on, panfish rod. All right, so we are at the spot, and what I'm gonna say is the weeds are a lot more luscious than normal this time of year, and so I am up against the weeds right now. Weeds are really luscious during early ice, but usually by the first weekend of January, second weekend of January, that's not the case. The weeds start to die, and I find a lot more quality fish in the bowls. But right now on this lake, it's definitely shallow, much more shallow than I typically would fish. So keep that in mind with the much later, kind of warmer weather, sunnier weather, less snow to cover the lake, and essentially a bit later season, the weeds are quality and a great place to start looking. I just had some bluegills. I usually use my flasher to set up the underwater camera appropriately, and then to also see how the fishing is before I set up the underwater camera. And now it was good, and now it's not. Now it's pike time. Uh-oh. Got a Walter! Got a Walter! Yes! Come on, panfish rod. But I wasn't expecting this. 4 pound braid. Floral, hopefully my knot holds. So I gotta let the drag do the work. Oh, he's beautiful. Woo! Look at this guy. Yeah! Woohoo! Looks like a male. Big head, thinner body. The Panfish Series rod did well. Let's let him go. Long and skinny, this one. Normally they're pretty fat in this lake. See ya! So, as for rods, I'm just using a St. Croix Series combo. And this is their affordable. It's like 90 bucks, and it comes with the reel and the rod. It is not going to be in the same league as their Pan Dancer, which I highly recommend. I love the Pan Dancer. That's also a very expensive rod, but what it does is it gives me a lot of control at the end. It's going to be less forgiving to my mistakes on a tough bite day. With that said, it comes with a reel. It's a rod. It's going to pull in as big as fish as I need to, as long as the line will hold. It does give me plenty of control still, and it's just kind of a good bargain option for people. And I definitely have found myself getting caught up in wanting the highest and best available ice rod, and I just don't think that's necessary for everyone. I've got it rigged with 4 pound braid and a 4 pound fluorocarbon leader, so the best part is I just don't have line spins. The Pan Dancer, I'll put on some mono, but I do have to fight spins if I'm not replacing that mono regularly. The perch. Not the perch. Get out of here. So there is like a huge thing of perch, like a big pot of them. And they are so aggressive. Not what we want. I might actually shift in a little bit farther to try to get more into the bluegills and the weeds and less than the perch. I find the farther out I go, the more perch I tend to find. Bass, guys, bass. He's a small bass. We'll see what he does. Not aggressive. I find bass aren't very aggressive most of the winter months. Like, we still catch them now and then, but it's not like summer where it's every cast. He doesn't even like this. There's a couple bass. There's two. There's 2 bass. Neither of them have any interest. No interest. Okay, so we've seen walleye, we've seen bass, we've seen bluegill, pike. Not a lot of gills, though, or sunfish in general, which is a bummer, and way too many perch. No interest in that waxworm. Oh, we have a gill. Oop, got a little excited there. Okay, ready? Now the goal here, he got a bite of it. Not enough. Oh, here comes another one. Now he took it. There, he got it. Now we're good. Finally, you got to let all the predators leave and we can get some of these guys. It's a pretty fish. Pretty fish. Whew. Fun. A lot of times when you're using live bait, and I'm using Waxies right now, with the Lindy Tuxton Toad, link below, Nicole 15, if you want to stock up is making sure that they eat it. You can tell he took like a bite of the end, and he did not have that full hook in his mouth, and I let him back up and rebite. And I found that to be key. Underwater camera is a great example of that. Bluegill will kind of breathe it in and then spit it out and not actually grab it. So how you play it out is really important on the number of fish you're going to turn over. Bluegill coming in, you guys. Bluegill, bluegill. Ready? I'm going to throw this in my cooler. What did he scatter? Sometimes when they scatter, there's a predator nearby. I don't think there is. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. Okay, ready? Let him take it. See, he bit the end. Now we got it. It's all about patience. Patience. Keep a loose drag in case they're bigger fish. Look at this guy. Another beaut! Woo! End of my collection. So I legit load up this. Like, I legit load up my hook. This is a little bit too long of a shank. So even your panfish jigs can have longer shanks or hook length. So you can use plastics. And that's kind of what I was going to switch to. But instead, I just loaded it up with waxworms, which has been working really well. The ability to throw on a longer shank with the, or a plastic with a longer shank. So there's that benefit. This is a nice one. What do you think that is? 8, 9? That might be 9.